This is for the Battle of the Books. I was asked to explain where I got the idea for 3 days. My husband and I used to travel a lot in the summer. We would live anywhere we wanted in the whole world as long as we had jobs that would pay for it where we were going. So we'd take our children and just live there for a few weeks or even months. And that worried me because often we were places where we didn't speak the language. So if a child were to get separated from us, it might be a very dangerous thing. We had a lot of rules about what you were supposed to do. Well, in one year when we were in Italy, where we did speak the language, a little Italian girl was with her father traveling along the highway in a car when her father had a heart attack. He pulled off the side of the road safely, but he died. And that little girl got out of the car and tried to flag down help, but nobody stopped. For 6 hours, nobody picked her up. That was horrible. And the Italian newspapers were all full of people saying, how on earth could this have happened? We're not the kind of people who would leave a child beside the road in such need. And to me, it just drove me crazy. It was like my worst nightmare. So many years later, when my children were large, I wrote 3 days. And I based it on what happened to that little girl. But I changed it because when I write a scary story, I want to make it terrifying. So instead of her being an Italian girl traveling in Italy, she was an American girl who didn't know Italian, which made it worse. And then, of course, the people who picked her up for their own reasons. And so we start into a really terrible nightmare.